So this time I've got myself a somewhat actual good deck, to an extent. So we're actually playing. Ooh, that's kind of stinky. Playing ourselves Dragonite here, who's pretty insane for the most part. It takes a lot of setup, and once it actually gets going, it's actually really good. We can actually red card here. Turn 1, which may or may not be good for us. We'll see. But essentially, I pulled this Dragonite, the like alt art. From a 10 pull that I did. I was saving up all my hourglasses and my gold and stuff for the upcoming next set. And then I had a somewhat crummy day and I was like, you know what, I could use a pick-me-up. And I went ahead and I did a pull here, a 10 pull, and I got this Dragonite. And I had actually already had all the other stuff. The Dratini and the Dragonaires and one Dragonite already. So it just allowed me to build the deck already, and I haven't really used it as much. But I don't have the best version of it because a lot of people play this with the like Wheezing and some other stuff. I don't have any of that, unfortunately. I have one Wheezing, so I haven't really built towards that. I guess I could throw it in anyways. Considering the way I'm playing this right now, right? But it doesn't matter because I didn't draw into any copies of it. I'm dead. Man, just once. I'd like to start one of these videos without getting curve stopped. Just once. Just a single time. Not getting curve stopped would be great. Oh well. So what I was trying to say is that ideally, you'd probably play like the Wheezing to, you know, stall out and do all that kind of stuff. Instead, I went kind of a stupid route here where I'm playing Meowth. Because Meowth has Payday, and Payday says you can draw 1 on attack. The thought process being that I need something that can just kind of sit there till I draw my pieces, because if I don't see my Dragonair or stuff like that, and I just build this up and just, you know, I'm unable to actually get the payoff for it. The deck just falls flat, right? So I figured drawing a lot of cards to get into what I need allows me to play better, but whether or not that's actually the case, I don't know. He does have one of the upsides, like similar to the Golem, is that he's not an EX, but I can't really set up a backup in this deck. I do have the Persian, but I only have one Persian, so it's not really going to do much. I could draw a card here, but this is probably going to die next turn, so instead we'll give the energy to the Dratini. Let's go ahead and do this, even though it's about the same. It at least means that they can't instantly evolve into Arbok, have the 2 energy required to swing in for, I think, like 40 or 60 or something like that. So it buys me just 1 turn here, which is decent. We're gonna get ourselves the XP, which is kind of whatever. We got another electric energy, but I don't really need, so we can go ahead and put that on here, and then we can go ahead and use the Payday here to draw a card, which is gonna give us the Dragonair, which is good. And then this will die, and I can go to my second Meowth. Unfortunately, if they force me to switch with like a Sabrina, I am kind of boned here. Let's see how this goes. They're just going to bite, which makes sense. They don't have the Arbok, it seems like, so that's good at least. And they've somewhat been forced to spread out the energy. I have everything that I need for the most part here, so let's go ahead and put this here, because this unfortunately needs 2 energy. So I literally just have it because of the fact that it can evolve and has slightly more HP, right? But I feel like there's definitely way better options. I was originally playing around with like Mindshell, Mindful, whatever it's called, because I've grown a liking to that Pokemon a lot, but I haven't been able to find a deck that works with it because it evolved. It's a fighting type. It evolves twice, right? So it's a basic and a stage 1, and both of them only require 1 energy to do their attack, and it's a colorless energy. So I feel like it's a really good Pokemon to fit into certain decks, because it could literally go anywhere. But I think the best place it'll go into is something that's weak to, you know, something where a fighting type would be good. So like against a dark type deck. So if you have a psychic type deck or something like that, it'll work out pretty well with that. This red card is kind of terrifying here, honestly, because they haven't gone into the Arbok, and this might cause them to go into Arbok again, which I don't really want. So I will not red card them just yet. Once they go into Arbok, then I can do that, because they probably have potions and X speeds in hand, but I don't really want to help them draw. If they have a somewhat vanilla turn here, maybe I will. We'll see. They could, I guess if they had an X speed, they would have used it by now, because they could have gone into the Wheezing. So maybe they have like Kogas in hand as well. But this is generally the game plan. You want to set up your Dragonite slowly over a couple of turns, and then you can kind of win the game off Dragonite alone. Dragonite is 160, which is pretty good, so you can tank at least a Mewtwo Side Drive, right? Then it says for 4 energy, 1 water, and 1 electric, you just choose for your Pokemon. You choose your Pokemon, your opponent's Pokemon 4 times randomly, and each Pokemon chosen gets 50 damage. So it'll sometimes choose a Pokemon more than once, which will then cause that Pokemon to take 100 damage, for example, right? And that just obliterates teams after like a turn or two. So they do actually have the Arbok here. They're going to evolve it here, force out my Dragonite, who dies in like 3 swings of this this thing here. I don't have the ability to set up another one currently. I guess we'll red card here for the sake of red carding. I could Sabrina here, so that they'd be forced to switch in whatever they want to switch in, but they could just go into the Wheezing now that I've red carded. And they might have the Koga to give me some issues, but we'll see how this goes. We're gonna go ahead and Draco Meteor. Hopefully I can choose Wheezing like 3 times. No, we just did flat 50 to everyone, which is really good. So next turn, if I can not hit Wheezing, I might be able to win this. No, okay, they're gonna, nope, still 50. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. They don't have the access to the Koga now, because they use their supporter for the turn. So I just have to get good with the die roll here. If I could just swing at their entire bench with the Draco Meteor, we're good to go. Or if I draw into a Giovanni, which I don't know if I play, they're going to heal out one of their Arboks. Alright, that makes sense. So I can't instant kill that unless I hit it twice. They're going to use the Gaslick here, which is going to poison us, and then they can swing for 30, so essentially 40 damage to us. And then we take 10 again at the end of our turn, so we're kind of dead after that. They're going to actually switch out here. Okay. So they're going to X speed here, go into the Arbok, do 60, and then lock us in. So essentially next turn we are dead, right? So we take 10 at the end of this turn, and that's it. So the only way that we can come back from this is essentially I build up this other Dragonite here. It's looking kind of rough, or I just get a high roll here and like hit all the right Pokemon. All right, so we managed to take out 2 of their Pokemon with that, which is good because it was both of their Arboks. But now they can just go into anything and kill us off. But I can switch into Persian and hopefully build up over time. They have 4 cards left in deck, so if they have the Koga, they're going to see it pretty soon. Yeah, I can go into Persian. Persian should be able to last a turn, which might be enough to get Dragonite live again here. But I might, maybe it's worth it to build. Nope, they're just going to concede. All right, fair enough. Yeah, this probably wasn't a victory in sight for them, considering that was probably their only Pokemon, so they just had to stall out for a bit. I think mainly for this deck, what I've seen people build it is with like Kangaskhan and Tauros. I just got my second Tauros recently, so I could try that. This is looking kind of bad. I do have a Pokeball on EX speed, so maybe it's not so bad. But I've seen it with like Tauros, Kangaskhan. I don't have a single Kangaskhan, so that's why I don't have that. Tauros, maybe I can try that just because it's 100 base HP and it's a basic, so it can typically tank out, you know, 2 hits minimum, right? But other than that, it's kind of rough. This is looking like a strong Jigglypuff, of course. It might be Wigglytuff EX here, which is something I wanted to build as well. See how that works out. I have just 1 copy of it. No, okay, we got the Snom here, which is... Oof. Gonna be a bit of an issue. Alright, so we got the Pokeball here. Alright, so we can go ahead and Pokeball into another one. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead and build up this fella here. I guess I could have, well, I still have an option here. If I can get the Meowth, nope. And okay, we do get the Meowth here, which is good. Let's go ahead and EX Speed. I doubt I can build both of these fellas at once, but having access to my Dratinis and not getting them curve stomped by Wigglytuff or Jigglypuff getting put to sleep, or the Snom, what's his name? What is your evolution's name again? Frostmoth? Having that put me to sleep for the eternity of the game would be very nice, right? They're probably going to switch into its now, I'm guessing, hit me with a Ram for 10. Oh, no, they're actually going to evolve here. Okay, do they have the Misty, perhaps? Because otherwise they cannot attack this turn. Nope, they're just going to pass on that, alright. Fair enough. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and attach an energy. We could evolve here? Yeah, why not? I don't think it really makes a huge difference because I can't attack yet. I need an extra turn. But I guess this could attack for 80 if I really needed it to. They're going to go ahead and swing in here for 40. And they're going to Sabrina here as expected, so you can have the extra Dratini. I'd rather you not, obviously, but it is what it is. See if we can, alright, we do get that Wake Up right away, which is nice. See if we can get an EX Speed. Now we get a Dragonair. We'll attach the energy here. We can go ahead and evolve this. Go ahead and evolve this as well, because this still has one retreat cross. And then we'll give this the energy. Can I evolve it again? Okay. Sometimes it does that, right? Where like it's resolving something, it'll highlight an action that can still be done, even though technically it cannot. But I wonder if sometimes you can try and glitch it and force it to happen. But I doubt that's just a visual indicator, not like a internal logic indicator, right? So it wouldn't work that way. Yeah, this is just some sort of annoying sleep type team, which is kind of yikes. I am going to be able to just fight through it either way here. Would be nice. Aha, if we can get the X speed off the rip, that would be great. Let's go ahead and EX speed here. Go ahead and retreat into our fully built up Dragonite here. We'll, I guess, evolve. That's probably going to be a bad idea because of the retreat cost, but let's go ahead and hopefully... Alright, we only take out the Jigglypuff. I was hoping to take out this Frostmoth so I can stop trying to put me to sleep, but that is not going to work out. So next turn, they can go ahead and do 40 and try and put me to sleep again. They're going to Professor's Research here. And I can, I guess, slowly build up another Dragonite while I'm at it. They're going to get their EX Pokemon, which if they're unlucky, I might be able to KO it in one hit. Next turn, we'll see. They needed to play the Snom, like, desperately. Otherwise, there was a chance that I could have just taken out both of their Pokemon here, but that, you know, spreads out the options, make it a little bit more difficult. Let's see if I can wake up again. No, unfortunately, I am asleep yet again. Sleep is insanely strong in this game because you can't even break out of it. I do believe I have another Meowth left in deck that I can pull out, so we might as well get that. And pass turn on that. We're going to not pass the sleep check there, which is fine because going into my opponent's turn, it doesn't really matter if I'm asleep or awake. There's nothing that does like extra damage if you're asleep or something like that. So they've got the Misty here, which is interesting. Sorry, I know sometimes it like glitches out on the capture that I'm using. I'm using Reflector 3, and sometimes it'll get like these insane visual glitches on the recording I've been noticing. Not too much I can do about that. They're going to switch into the slightly healthier Frostmoth here. No, they're going to switch into this. Okay. Yeah, this thing is a bit of a monster because it just says your Pokemon is just asleep. No coin flip to check for it. It's just they're asleep. But I could still wake up, but I will not, unfortunately, here. So I'm at the mercy of that. What I can do here is I can just build up Force of Sabrina, so the sleep isn't always guaranteed, but my Dragonite is basically dead either way because both these things do 40 here. So I just can't do anything about that. We're going to fail sleep again. And we're dead. We're going to have to regretfully, I guess, sack off the Meowth. Not really much I can do about that at this point. And then that'll give me enough of a return to build up Dragonite, but I have to get lucky essentially, and hope that it hits everything really hard, or I hit the sleep check really well when it comes to it, because this thing is going to take down my Dragonite, which is a bit unfortunate. Thankfully, again, it's not an EX, so that is their first point, so I do have some space here. But yeah, we'll swap the Meowth here and see what we get. We get the potion, which that's much needed at least. And we'll attach an energy here, and we'll also throw out this Meowth in case they try to Sabrina me. Because I believe, yeah, they only use one Sabrina, so they could have tried to take out or pull in my. I can't seem to slide. Okay, sure, I'll take your word for it, game. Yeah, they should have access to another Sabrina if they want to, but now I can, you know, I have two chances here to make this work. I can first off the cup snipe their whole back row. I can get lucky and just obliterate the Wigglytuff if I target it 3 times. I can take 1 hit, and then if I pass the sleep check, I'm in a good spot. Alright, so that's gonna get rid of the Frostmoth at least. And I can maybe kill everything off next turn unless they play another basic, which, judging from this deck and what their hand has, I don't think they have any more basic Pokemon, right? So yeah, the most I can do is do that. Hit me here for 80, and then hopefully next turn I can wake up here. Whoo! And then I can hit everything for 50. There's still, you know, it's still not over. They got the Sabrina here. That's not really going to do anything for me. Yeah, the most I can do here is hope that I hit something twice. Ooh! Which obviously was going to happen, but I didn't expect to hit that thing 4 times there. All right. Whew, close game. Very close game there. Almost went south, but that's Dragonite. I haven't played it a lot, to be honest, but I do like Dragonite a lot as a Pokemon. In any case, till next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and have yourselves a damn good one.